name and the city you're joining me from. Number two rule, you make sure that you share this video across all your social media platform, right? You share and invite, or particularly for the purpose of this class, targeting diasporas, people in diaspora, you want to share to all diaspora groups that you know, right? Tell them to come learn, because this conversation, you won't have anybody teach you this, right? Nobody who is in my field, who is in my industry will teach you this. But knowing this, I believe, will go a long way in helping many of you, will help you secure your investment, will help you know what to do. And today we want to look at the topic 7 ways to buy landed property virtually if you are in the diaspora. Now, I have heard stories of people worried to buy properties and cannot come to Nigeria at the moment for one reason or the other. They are not able to travel down. COVID, of course, being a major factor, and as a result, they are stuck. And dollar has been doing well to naira now, so people, and this dollar naira issue won't be forever. So I've seen a lot of people say, "Hey, I want to tie my money down into something." Okay, so that looking back, I will be able to thank God for being able to achieve something. And I agree with you. I think it's a good move. So how do you buy 7 ways Nigerians in diaspora can buy land virtually without being scammed? Is what we are looking at. People have tried to buy land virtually, even physically, and were still scammed. People came to Nigeria, checked the land, did everything, and they were still scammed. So ultimately, it's important to understand that the rules I want to teach you help you to know that even if you can't come to the country, you can still leverage on the property investment market of Nigeria and build wealth for yourself. Now, I watched something this morning by DD Jakes sharing about how he is interested in investing heavily in the real estate sector, even in Nigeria, and how he's convinced that investing back in Africa is one of the best moves for Africans in diaspora, African Americans. And many of you may not know, TD Jakes has discovered that his roots is actually from the Igbo land. TD Jakes is from Nigeria. He did a DNA test, and the DNA test proved that he's from Nigeria and from the Igbo part of Nigeria. He was able to do that search. Okay, welcome everybody. Tell me your name and the city you're joining me from. All of you are joining your name and the city you are joining me from. Your name and your city, and share this video. There's an icon called Facebook Party icon. I'd like you to share and invite people. Just get everybody. We're streaming on YouTube right now. We're streaming on Instagram right now. We're streaming also on Facebook. Okay, so you can join us from any of these platforms. But tell us your name, your city, and invite people to join, particularly those in diaspora. There are a lot of links, there are a lot of groups that diasporas are, and you can share this video there, as it will go a long way in changing their lives. Okay, so I can see quite a lot of people are here. Let me see more of the faces who are here. Yinka Ige, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining. John, how are you, John? Mazi, how are you doing? Mazi from Canary Island. Who else is here? I need to know your name and the city you're joining us from. Okay, your name and your city. So 7 ways to, of course, buy property as a Nigerian diaspora without being scammed. And these are very, very critical to your success. The first one is actually the one people never look into. Okay, they never look into. A lot of time I wonder why, and that is, by the way, now that we all know we shouldn't buy property from Omonile, okay, that is not in your best interest to buy properties from Omonile. I will advise that you do research of the owners of the companies you're buying property from. Now, many people don't do this. You have to research who owned the company I'm buying property from. Now, I get it. We talk about titles is good, and there's nothing wrong with doing all those title search, and all these other search. But it's also important that you know who the owners of the companies are. A lot of people buy properties from companies. You cannot trace who owns that company. I don't think it's wisdom. I don't think it's wisdom. Because things always go bad when it comes to real estate. It always go bad. Things will always go bad. And what really guarantees that those you bought property from will stay the course of the transaction is when there are people who have integrity, who have name, who have a brand. They have a name to protect. We have one of our estate that we bought from the king of that place. So we know his palace. We know whatever happens, we can go to the palace and make noise and say, Baba, your people are disturbing us. Okay, families are disturbing us. We bought this land from you. So we should not have issues of omonile on this land because we bought it directly from you, Kabiyesi. Right? So it's important when buying properties to know, because I've seen several companies out there selling properties, and the challenge is you don't know who owns it. They have good names, they do branding, they are everywhere, they do billboards. Who is the owner? Who are the face of the company? Not just that they use celebrities. Who are the owners? I always tell people, if the owners are afraid to show their face, something is fishy. If the owners of a company are not showing their face, something is fishy. Globalcom, we know the owner is Adenuga. Now, it doesn't mean that Adenuga is not advertising Globalcom every day. No, but we know Adenuga owns Glo. It's important to do your research and know who are the owners of the company I'm buying property from. Who are the owners? Who are they? Are they willing to identify with the company? Their willingness to identify with the company is actually a proof that they are willing to deliver on their promises. Even when people own a company and are not willing to identify with the company, why are they not? It's your company. Maybe there are things you are not willing to identify with. Maybe you are not sure the company will deliver on what they promise, and you want an opportunity to be able to, of course, your deniability is an issue. So I advise people. I don't know if you think this makes sense, by the way. If you think it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you think it makes sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. I always advise, always do your best to research who are the owners of this company. Right? Who are they? I want to be sure there's no issue. I want to be sure that these people are known in the society. They have reputation. They build their name. People have known them over time. They know the antecedents. They know the companies they own. They know how well they have done over the years. And so if you are now saying you are now doing real estate, we can trust you. There's a company I know, for example, in the real estate sector. The owner used to do real estate in the UK before he even came to Nigeria. He owns over 100 houses in the UK before he moved to Nigeria. And even when he moved to Nigeria and started his real estate company in Nigeria, he identified with it. Now, he's not his face you will see on flyer, but he's known that he's the owner of the company. He even lives in the estate that he sells. So that's the kind of thing we're talking about. You want to deal with people who own it. Again, if it's making sense, type it makes sense, it makes sense, it makes sense. As you're joining us, my name is Stephen Akintayo. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I'm the MDC of GTech Homes. And today I'm sharing 7 ways that Nigerians in the diaspora can buy property virtually and not be scammed, right? And the reason we're teaching this is together. Like I told you this morning, I said Bishop T.D. Jakes say that same thing. That is even holding a conference, bringing together Africans, and there has to be a conversation. How do we put money back? TDJ says he wants to start building houses for workers in Africa. Okay, that he just understand that there's just no way. And let me tell you one of the reasons why, because some of you may not know. One of the reasons why everybody is waking up to real estate is that the way we were shortchanged, every black man is a victim of either the following. Either you were a slave, okay, and of course you became an African American, African British, and all of that, or you are colonized. Every black person has been through this. You either, a grandchild of a slave or great-grandchild of a slave, or you were colonized. In my own case in Nigeria, as a Nigerian, we were colonized by the British. Now, let me tell you what was the biggest challenge we faced. It was real estate asset. By the time the British were leaving Nigeria, they had discovered oil. Right? The Americans already took over the oil in Shell, in Chevron, British Petroleum, and so on and so forth. And the rest of what we are discussing was just history. And this is one of the reasons why we've not gotten the best out of the Nigerian crude oil. We can continue to complain and talk from now till tomorrow. If the British and the Americans really care about Nigeria, what they will have done? They will have done a deal where we'll help you create a refinery in Nigeria and make sure you are self-sufficient. And we then, of course, still buy your crude oil and refine it for our people in America or in UK or in China or whatever. But you know what they did? They were wicked people to the level that they refused to build refinery. Right? Rather took the oil away and started reselling it back to us. It was still real estate thing. It was still real estate. It was still all about real estate. And Bishop T. Jakes and several Africans have discovered that, look, if we talk about ending slavery, we need to take back our land. We need to take back asset. We need to take about real estate. We need to own asset. You can't say you are wealthy without asset. Look at what is happening with the Nollywood. Is it Nollywood now? Hollywood. Look at what's happening with Hollywood. Africans have been known to be one of the best actors, actress. Yet you have to be fighting to win Oscar. Even the same thing with the music industry. You'll be fighting to win Grammy. Diversity is not even there in the judges. How can you have a situation whereby almost 60%, if not more, of artists, singers, right, are blacks? But yet, the judges of Grammy judges, you hardly find black people there. It's still white people who will be deciding who will give award to or not. The same thing you then find in, of course, the acting industry. But this is my argument. Rather than many African Americans see that the problem is that you do not own Hollywood. That's the problem. How many Hollywood street is owned by a black? How many studio is owned by a black? How many production company is owned by a black? We didn't know all of this until Tyler Perry showed us that. Do you know that they didn't give Tyler Perry a Hollywood star? Or there's this star they give them in Hollywood. But guess what Tyler Perry did? Rather than complain, he went to start a studio. And the studio, real estate, he bought a land over 300 acres. I've been there before. And that land was more than HBO combined, Disney combined, Universal Studio combined. Bigger than all of them. And all of them needed to start using him. They shot Black Panther. They did a lot of things in Tyler Perry's studio. And guess what? They gave him a star. So a lot of what we complain about, that we are racism, this is also because we don't own assets. We don't own properties. This same thing happened in South Africa. As at the time apartheid ended in South Africa, what happened was that 80% of the wealth was in the hands of blacks, and in the hands of whites, was in the hands of white South Africans. But guess what happened? Immediately after apartheid, that black people became president. Today, go do your research. 90-something% of the wealth in South Africa is in the hands of white South Africans. Because even though they gave you power, they gave you freedom, they didn't give you economic freedom. They still held you by the economy. And you see, you cannot have freedom until you are financially free. You can't. A poor man will still need favors from the rich. Right? So you can go and talk from now till tomorrow until you're economically free. You cannot, of course, have certain level of strength and power. Okay? Do you want to move to advert? Yes. So we're going to go on an advert break. I will be right back. We love you. See you soon.
G-Text Homes,
a subsidiary of G-Text Global, brought to you by Stephen Akintayo,
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Lakapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that like to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. Jasper Estate comes with a title gazette. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
So what are you waiting for? Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
GTEx Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
Jasper Estate is a beautiful place, and I've known Stephen Akintara for quite a while now. He's one person that I've seen that whatever he touches eventually turns into gold.
My name is Olayinka Arase. Well, I'm happy for GTEx Homes for the launching of their first estate in Abuja. I can say that the location is prime, and this is because of its proximity to the airport. Considering the size, I could imagine that the plots are limited. So I would say that for anyone interested in buying, this is actually the time to do so.
It's really a good place. There are some estates around, and I can tell that in no time this place would really develop, that people will be trooping in massively.
I'm here live on the Jasper Estate. As you can see, everywhere is booming because of the allocation today, and I can say seeing is believing.
You're all welcome to the opening and allocation of land for Jasper Estate Abuja. This is the very first estate of GTEx Homes in Abuja, and this is the first of many that is going to be coming.
My name is Stephen Akita. I'm the MDC of GTEx Homes. Welcome to Jasper Estate Abuja. Green, smart home that we're creating here, and we're selling both land and building here at Jasper Estate Abuja. We encourage you to invest. It's a fantastic place. Remember? Sorry about that. In Nigeria, NEPA took the lights, so while they are going to be playing back the adverts, so we needed to play adverts and open the door because everywhere just went dark. But I think while we're waiting for them to put on the light, I hope I'm still looking a bit okay at the moment. So let's go on. I hope you learned a lot. By the way, I need you to talk to me. I need your energy. I need your feedback. And if you're enjoying this show, can you type I am enjoying this show? Come on, everybody, talk to me. If you're enjoying this show, can you type I am enjoying this show? I'm enjoying this show. Now we're going to go to, by the way, as you're joining, tell me your name, the city you're joining me from, and share this video on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. There's a Facebook party icon. Click on it and share. We're also streaming on YouTube and on Instagram. Get everybody in here, particularly those in diaspora. So we're teaching on 7 ways to buy property virtually as a Nigerian diaspora without being scammed. Okay, without being scammed. And we are also teaching on how you can make sure that you are able to do this effectively. So we have 7 points. We've shared number 1, research the owners of the company you are buying property from. It's very key to your ability to be sure that you are safe no matter what goes on. Okay. Number 2. Okay, we're good. I think we're good. Lights off again, but we're good. Number 2, buy the pre-launch. Okay. Number 2, use coordinates. Okay, to confirm the existence of the land. So get the coordinates of the land they are trying to sell to you. Now there's something called Google Earth. Google Earth is the same thing as Google Map. When you put a coordinate of a land, it can tell you the existence of the land. Because what we have always seen is a situation where people sell land that does not even exist. People tell you there's one estate you should come and buy, and the estate doesn't even exist at all. So it's a whole scam. And by you asking them, I need the coordinate, right? You can use that coordinate even though you are in Cameroon, you are in UK, you are in US, you are in South Africa, you are in wherever. You can use that coordinate to at least confirm that Mustafa from Seattle, I see you, thank you for joining. As you're joining, tell me your name, your city, and hit the Facebook party icon and invite everybody to join us, okay? So with the coordinates, you can confirm whether a land exists or not. At least, is there land? At least that's the first issue you need to find out. Is there a land? Or they're just telling you there's something and there's nothing at all. So number 2 thing you want to do is to say, I need a coordinates of the land, and use Google Map. One of these days I'm going to be doing you a training here, and I'll be showing you how you can use Google Map and use coordinates to, please let me tell Richard that tomorrow you should do that training, or we can even do it today. Well, in the GCP training we can do it. Okay, so we're going to do one of those trainings where we'll show you how you can use Google Map with a coordinate to trace. Let me even close the door, just leave it. To trace the ownership, right? To trace not ownership, but to trace the existence of a land. Very key. Trace the existence of the land. Number 3 point that is very, very important when it comes to buying property virtually is to understand land documentation and the specific document that this specific land has. So one of the things I realized is that people do not even know types of documents, what they are, what they are used, what is the implication. I'll take a little time to explain to you different types of documents. Okay, and by the way, we're going to be taking questions also today for a few minutes before I shut down today. What are the various types of documents that we have? What are the various types? And I'll mention, or let me say this. I'm going to do it is not in my note, but I will do it. I'll just do it so that I don't repeat it. I'm going to mention, first of all, types of land that are available. Number 1 type of land that is available is a freehold land. What does this mean? It means this land is owned by families. It does not have any form of title on it, but it also does not have any form of encumbrance. Encumbrance means government has decided to take possession of the land through what we call accession, or put acquisition on it, right? So this land is good, because what that means is that you can easily process the root title of the land. You can easily process what we call a C of O on that land, and it's easy. The process is just you get a survey, then you register the survey, you also get a deed of assignment, and then you submit it with the Ministry of Lands, and you pay whatever they need you to pay, and the government will give you your C of O. Okay, or your state has even started 90-day C of O processing. Ogun State takes about 2-3 months. You can get your C of O on your own. You don't even need any third party. You can process it. I did that we did that for my mother, the only land my mother bought before she died. We did that, and we have C of O now. So you can do that, but that is usually to lands that is free lease, freehold, or no encumbrance. Okay, no form of encumbrance on the land, no form of accession or government acquisition of that land. Okay, so that's the first type of land. How many of you like this? If you like this lecture, come on, type I like it, I like it, I like it. I need your engagement. I feed off your energy. If you look at me and you're not saying anything, it does not help me enjoy this class. Okay, this is a training that I'm doing for free, just educating people. I haven't heard people's concern and pain point, and so you make it exciting for me by engaging me. So again, if you like this, type I like this in terms of what I'm teaching you, the content, the value you're getting. Type I like this. I also like you to share this. Please tell your colleagues, everybody, go and meet them again. Okay, share this, copy this link, paste on Facebook, WhatsApp, YouTube, everywhere. Just share this and get particularly all the groups that diasporas are. Dubai diaspora, UK diaspora, even if it's a WhatsApp group, share this link and get everybody in. There's also what we call a Facebook party icon. For those of you watching on Facebook, click on that icon and invite everybody. It's important. Okay, so thank you. Chris likes this, Ola likes this, Gift likes this, Adeleke Deji likes this, Mustafa, everybody likes this. Good. Mazi says, yeah, I really like the topic, especially number 1 type of land. So number 1 type of land is freehold land, so there's no encumbrance. Number 2 type of land is a land under government acquisition. Now there's something called the Land Use Act. It was enacted 1978, where the law, even though it's a stupid law, and I've said it again and again, that law cannot last. At some point, there has to be something done to get that law out. Doesn't make sense. And that law basically says that every land belongs to the governor of the state. It doesn't make any sense. Every family owns a land. In my village now, we have a land passed on to me, great-great-grandfathers. A governor cannot come and say he owns that land. How? Where? Nibo. Right? Even before the governor was born, that land was given to my ancestors. So for a military dictator to decree that a land belongs to governor, that's the law at the moment, but something has to be worked on it. God knows that if I become the president of Nigeria, which I'm not planning to, I'm just going to get that law out. It doesn't make any sense. But that's the law anyway. So because the governor owns the land, the governor can wake up one day and say, we have put global acquisition or government acquisition on a land. The governor can just say, we now own this land. However, the law has what it says. It says holding in trust. But unfortunately, governors don't necessarily hold in trust and still acquire it. Holding in trust means that you want to use that land for something of value to the common general use of the people. So the governor can say, I want to use this land and build a hospital for the well-being of the people in that place. I want to build a school. I'm taking over this land to do a road, dualize the road. But you see governors who take over lands, right, and put acquisition on it and acquire the land without necessarily having anything for the general well-being of the people being done. But that's the law, and they do it. So this type of land, once it's acquired, there are processes to actually get what we call a cession, which is eventually gazetted. So the processing of getting your land back or getting a root title from a land that is already acquired is called a cession. When it's eventually now given, it's called a gazette. Okay, and I explain this process briefly. So, e.g., a governor can take over, let's assume, 5,000 plots of land. The family can write that governor and say, hey, this is our fatherland, and prove that this is their land, and the government can then compensate them by giving them 500 plots back out of the 5,000. It's just an example. So, and then what they will now give them, the title they will now give them on that 500 plots will now be something called a gazette. Okay, a gazette. So there are now, as a result of this, there are now two types of land. The one that is under, or three under this acquired land. There's the one that has been acquired, okay, and there's nothing being done on it. There's the one that has been acquired, and then the families or an individual is trying to process the accession. So usually there could be an accession number, a file number of the processing of them trying to get the accession out. Okay, that is trying to tell government, give us a portion of this land back to us. Okay, then there is now the one that is already excised. Also, the acquired land or land under acquisition has two types. There's committed and there's non-committed. Committed means that the government has finalized what they want to do on that place. Non-committed means the government has not finalized. Usually the non-committed one are easily excised. In fact, very easy to excise if you have good people to help you process that. Then you then have the one that the gazette has been approved. It has an approved gazette. Now, you need to know, and people don't know this, a land with gazette is better than a land with C of O. And I'll tell you a few reasons why. A land with C of O is for 99 years. And sometimes by the time you are buying that land, the C of O has already spent 30 years. So technically, you only have around 60 years, 69 years on that land. You have to go back to government. We don't know what they will do because this law was enacted in 1978. So we've not reached 99 years to even know what governors will do when 99 years has expired. We don't know yet. Okay, but you then need to know that these are the real issues that happen. So, but a land that is on that you have a gazette, there is no 99 years that has been put on that land. Though. So you are not under that burden of the land is under 99 years, and I have to go back to government. Also, they usually revoke C of O. The governor has the power by law to revoke your C of O, even though he's giving it to you. Another governor can come here and revoke it. And we've seen it happen even in Oyo State with a popular, in fact, governor to governor. The former governor gave himself a land, right? The next governor, took it back. That always happened with C of O. But you never hear a story of a gazette being revoked. They don't revoke gazette because it has gone through the process of law. Okay? And once it's gazetted, it's been published. Right? So you can't unpublish the land again. So the process to get a gazette is so long that you hardly find a case of revocation of a gazette. So a land with a gazette is even better, but people don't know. So you see more people shouting, I want a land with C of O, I want a land with C of O. No, the land, they say, what does it have? That's gazette. No, I want C of O. You don't even know that a land with gazette is better than a land with C of O. But both C of O and gazette are called root titles. In other words, they are called government titles. So they both are good. And they both at least give you that peace of mind that, yes, my land already have government. If government needs to demolish the land or do anything, or a road has to pass through that land, I must be compensated. So I'm never afraid to buy a land that has gazette or a land that has C of O, because even if I bought it and government decide to do anything on it, as long as it has C of O, you have to compensate me. It's the law. You have to pay me. So you can't just demolish my house and there's nothing. I don't know if you are getting value. If you're getting value, type I'm getting value, I'm getting value, I'm getting value. My name is Stephen Akita. I'm Africa's most sought after investment coach. I'm a serial entrepreneur. And today I'm sharing with you 7 ways Nigerians in diaspora can buy property in Nigeria without seeing it, virtually, without coming back to Nigeria. And you will buy it and you will not be scammed. And I'd like you to share this video if you're enjoying it on Facebook, on WhatsApp, on LinkedIn. Hit the Facebook party icon. For those of you watching on Facebook or streaming on YouTube, on Instagram, hit that icon and invite as many people into the show and get everybody in here. Chris says, value overloaded. Ayaba Amina says, I'm getting value. Oh, good. David says, thank you, my mentor. You're welcome, David. Okay, so go ahead, keep sharing, share. Get everybody in here. I know it's morning, so those of you in the US are not able to join us because it's like 5 a.m. or so. But hey, let's keep sharing to all those groups. Even when they wake up, at least they will see a life-changing video that will change their life. So the next, so we've explained from a land under acquisition to when is now, of course, when is now ultimately excised in form of a gazette, and then the other one is a C of O, certificate of occupancy. It just means a document from government giving you a particular land for 99 years. That's what a C of O means. It's a certificate that you can occupy a land for 99 years by the governor of the state. Okay? And that's that about a C of O. What other type of land that you have? You have a land that has a governor's consent. A governor's consent simply means when you bought a land with C of O, right, but you were not the one they gave the C of O to. Now, but the land has moved from that person government gives C of O to you. There has to be a document to show, right, that the land has moved from the governor, from that old buyer to you. So a governor's consent is and it's called, some people call it irrevocable deed of assignment. Is the assent of the governor of a state, okay, confirming transaction that the property has moved from buyer to seller. It's as simple as that. So when a land has a governor's consent, the governor is confirming that he's aware that the new owner of that land is Mrs. Adebisi. That's just what it means. That the land has moved from Mr. Adeyinka, whose name is on the C of O. And then if it's a global C of O, that the land has moved from so-so family or so-so company that whose name is on the C of O to a new company or to a new individual. That's what a governor's consent is. And this is very important. Well, Mustafa, he says about 3 a.m., almost 3 a.m. where he is. So I know why we're having low turnout, but keep sharing. At least when our people wake up, they will be able to watch it. But I was only chance to do this morning I have a very loaded day. I still have another training by 12 for our GCP program, GTEX consultants, who are going to be trained on how to market our estates and things like that. Okay, so we still have all that. So it's a full day, busy day for me, very busy day for me. So I only have a chance this morning to take you through this. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying it. Remember, I told you I need to feed off your energy, so I need you to engage me. If you're enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this. For those of you just joining, I'm Stephen Akinta, Africa's most sought after investment coach, serial entrepreneur, MDC of GTEX Homes, and I'm sharing on 7 ways to buy land virtually without being scammed. Okay, so number 3 point is what I was sharing, which is understand the different types of land, the different titles on land, and how it applies to you, because you then need to make research. When people are selling land to you, what title is on the land? Many people buy land, they didn't even ask the people selling to them what title is on it, right? They just were a bit bothered, say, it's cheap. Mr. Jide, I bought that land because it's cheap. It's cheap because the land is under acquisition. Government is the owner of the land. That's why it's cheap. Okay, if it's not under government acquisition, it won't be cheap. So if a land is cheap, there's a reason why. I always make sure we are transparent. I mean, companies that are transparent, to be sincere with you about these things. You know, I used to tell people, go and do research about the title, but now they find a way to fake those things. Right? Then you will go to Alausa, you will see that the title is there. Meanwhile, the title is for another land. I mean, there's so, human beings, the Bible talks about the heart of man is desperately wicked. So at least deal with people, but you to know what you're asking, because sometimes even that people didn't just ask. Like I told you yesterday of a woman who bought a place in Nigeria. The problem was that Mama did not ask what title, because the people were not lying. They were not trying to hide the title of the land from her. She just didn't ask them. She didn't ask them. She was just after, is the land cheap? Is the land cheap? And that's where many of you make mistake. All you're after is that the land is cheap. If a land is cheap, there's a reason why. Find out the reason. Lands are not just cheap in Nigeria. If they are cheap, there is a reason why. Find out what title it has. Find out the document on it. There's a reason why it is cheap. And if you don't know that reason, you will think you've gotten it cheap. And you are just deceiving yourself. You don't even have land in some cases. So, also, and this is very, very important. Again, if you are enjoying this type, I'm enjoying this. Come on, guys, if I'm doing a good job, let me know. I need to know. So, number 4, right? We're number 4, isn't it? Number 4. Number 4 is watch the video of the land you are buying. Watch the video of the land that you are buying. At least watch the video. Because you are not in Nigeria, you're buying it from outside Nigeria, you are not in the country. And also why I'm doing this training is because people told me they don't even trust their family members back in Nigeria. Hence, they are not even engaging them in buying. And by the way, I won't deceive you. Even me, I don't engage family members in buying properties. I don't. I really don't. Because many of these family members do not even know about property. So why am I even engaging them in the first place? That I'm engaging them does not change the fact that I may still be swindled. Because many don't even know about property. So I then end up engaging family members. And in many cases, I'm even bringing envy on top of myself. I'm making my family member angry because many of them will begin to feel that the last time they asked me for money, I didn't give them. Now, they heard that I'm buying property worth 100 million, 200 million. And they call you stingy. So a lot of us in diaspora have created problem for ourselves with what we're not even supposed to do in the first place. You by yourself go and carry family member and told them you are buying a land of 100 million. And yet, the same family member asks you for 5 million to buy a new land for Mama in the village. And you say things are tough. You now carry that same family member and say, you should go and help you supervise a 100 million naira hotel. Hey! And I love a lot of that, how we in Africa do not understand the psychology of an African man. Okay? That at the end of the day, you've created a problem for yourself. You created the problem. You created the problem because you were the one that went to tell them. That even though they ask you for money and you say no, but you have money to buy a hotel, right? You have money to buy house. So people have told me, I don't trust family members. How can I buy land without involving third parties? So I said, why not come back to Nigeria and buy it? Many have also told me, but I can't come back to Nigeria until the next 1 year. So that's why I'm doing this video. That's why I'm doing this training. And if you're enjoying it, please let me know you are enjoying it. Because I'm taking time to come share all these things to you and, you know, educate you and help you to understand this dimension. So if you're enjoying it, type I'm enjoying it, I'm enjoying it. So number 5. Okay, what was number 4? Watch the video of the land that you're buying. Number 4, I hope you've written it. I hope you're itemizing like we did yesterday. Go and itemize it from number 1 to number 4. Number 1, let me do a recap. Research the owner of the companies you are buying from. A lot of you just buy properties, you don't know the owner, right? You know their antecedent. Know what they have done before. Can we trust these people? Number 2, use the coordinates to research about, you know, to confirm that this land exists. Okay, with a coordinate and Google map, you can confirm whether a land exists or not. Number 4, understand documents and ask proper questions about the documentations of the land. In fact, when we sell land, we have what we call an FAQ attached to the form. It tells you all the questions you need to know, the history, the titles, what is on that land, all those things. It tells you all that. But some companies don't do it. So you then need to ask that question. If they didn't answer all those questions themselves, you ask them, title, what title is on this land? Okay? And all of those things important to ask, because many cases, it wasn't even that companies were trying to lie to people. It was that people didn't even ask that question. They were just excited at the fact that the land was cheap, at the fact that it was far cheaper than the other one they saw, rather than asking what title and that it was the same location. 2 lands may be beside each other, and one is more expensive than the other just because of title. Title determines the expensiveness of a property, except for other location factors, like in Banana Island, where it's not about the title, it's just because it's in Banana Island. Number 5. Okay, so number 4, watch the video of the land. Is it dry land? Is it wet land? There's nothing wrong with dry land. I mean with wet land, but just know. At least now you know whether it's dry or it's wet. Watch the video. Okay, number 5, Abby. Participate in the allocation of that land virtually through Zoom. We have started doing that. We are one of the pioneers of 100% virtual property purchase in Nigeria, and we do Zoom calls, because you see, even staff can make mistakes. I've had a situation whereby a staff was making inquiry from this office whether they've allocated to him or not, and the staff that was in charge didn't have the record and said they've not allocated. But the man said, but I watched the video, they mentioned my name and they allocated this land to me. Do you see the advantage now? So your ability to watch the allocation. We always, anytime we're doing allocation, we tell people, if you can't come physically, watch on Zoom. If you don't have family members to send, we will send you a Zoom link. You will watch the activity and we'll call your name. So plot of land is now your own. It's very important. Please, I'm begging you, this allocation part is key. It's not enough that you did inspection virtually, right? Even if you didn't see the video of the land, it's important that that allocation part, you watch it all. Some of you may be at work, take a break from your work. Go and sit down on your laptop and watch that thing on Zoom. Watch the land. When they are mentioning your name and the plot number they have allocated to you. Usually there's supposed to be a letter sent to you detailing that, but it's good that you at least watch it yourself and you record that part, because that's also a very good evidence.
If you sit and wait, time will pass you by. Trends and research has shown that there is an acute need of accommodation in Lagos, and this acute need has started moving into neighboring towns, and Ota is not left out. That is why GTEX Homes has brought White House, the very fantastic residential and investment estate. For investment purposes, you get a fantastic ROI. And for residential purposes, it is a masterpiece. This estate is 25 minutes away from Canaan Land and 27 minutes away from Bells University. And there is Green Golf Resort 2 minutes away. Industrialization is all over the way when you're coming here. Development is everywhere around here. White House is 2 million naira outright, but right now we're giving a 50% discount promo, and it's going for 1 million naira outright and 1.5 million naira installmentally, and you pay 500,000 initial deposits. Lock onto this fantastic 50% discount promo by calling the numbers running on your screen. And you do not wait to buy land. You buy land and wait. Invest now. Invest today. The best time to invest is today.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
If you sit and wait, time will pass you by. Trends and research has shown that there is an acute need of accommodation in Lagos. And this acute need has started moving into neighboring towns, and Otta is not left out. That is why GTEX Homes has brought White House, the very fantastic residential and investment estate. For investment purposes, you get a fantastic ROI. And for residential purposes, it is a masterpiece. This estate is 25 minutes away from Canaan Land and 27 minutes away from Bells University. And there is Green Golf Resort 2 minutes away. Industrialization is all over the way when you're coming here. Development is everywhere around here. White House is 2 million naira outright, but right now we're giving a 50%.
Okay, welcome back everybody. So I hope you enjoyed that advert. So number 6 that we talked about, participate in the is it number 6 that I was on, or number 5? Number 5. Participate in the allocation via Zoom. Zoom has made life easy now. So via Zoom, I make sure they mention your name. I remember there was a day we did allocation and a woman said she didn't hear her name well, right? In fact, I had to say they should cut out that portion they mentioned her name. You have to hear your name. In fact, there's nothing wrong with having that video of where they mention your name and where they are allocated to you. It's very important that you are there on the day of allocation and you have that information. Number 6, okay, get your full documents sent to you via DHL, okay, to wherever you are in the world. Please, it's very important. You must have the document, okay? You must have the document. Please, Chris or whoever, you know, this is not customer care meeting. You have the, you know, and I don't like when people do this. You have the company's office. You can call them and make those inquiries. You know how many customer GTEX has? I don't put your name often. I don't know you and the properties you bought. Then we have a lot of customers. So call the office and ask those questions. Very important. The question you have to ask me are questions related to what I'm teaching you. Okay? If I didn't teach you now, will you remember to be asking the question you are asking? People are funny. People are funny. So these are things you go and ask the office people, and it's very key, right? People don't know how big we are in this office. How big you are in this office. I'm going to introduce. Tell Mr. Santos to be on cue. Okay? So I'm going to be calling the operations manager on the call today. He'll give you his number. He'll give you his details. So any issue, just reach out to him. So yes, number 3, make sure you ask that your DHL, the DHL or use FedEx to send your original document. And there are 2 documents you need to get. And you have to pay for it. Your survey and your deed of assignment. Let them send to you. If the company is asking that you have to pay for them to send it to you, no problem. You can pay for it. These are key things. Because whoever owns the original of a document can go and sell the land. So some of you want to begin to put your original document in the hands of family members. They can go sell the land. I've heard a case where a father sold his son land because he had all the original documents. So please, and son who sold his father land because he had the original document. make sure the original document of the land you bought is in your hand, whether you are Kutu Wongi, you are in Jamaica, you are in Russia, you are in Bahamas Island. Get them to send it to you. You need it. Your deed of assignment and your survey. That's when you have land. Okay? Very important. What I'm teaching you today, you will thank me years to come. Oh. What I'm teaching you will thank me years to come. Years to come. If you have known all of this, you will have been able to buy properties when they were cheap, and you will have been confident. Let me tell you, knowledge is power. All this fear you people in diaspora do is because you are ignorant of the things you need to know about properties, of the factors and the information you need to know about properties. Because you don't know, then you just exhibit fear, you shout, oh, they've scammed me in Nigeria, oh, they've scammed me. You don't even know. There are many people who have told me they were scammed, and they were not even scammed. They didn't even know. Ignorance is a disease. There are 4 levels of knowledge I always tell people: unconsciously incompetent, consciously incompetent, consciously competent, and unconsciously competent. These are 4 levels of knowledge. So if you don't understand that you need to know, you don't know that you don't know. Many of us in diaspora do not know that we don't know. Right? We do not know that we do not know. And that's where the problems are. So you don't even know the right questions to ask. You don't know the right things to do. And at the end of the day, that's why we often fall victim of what is going on. So number 6 is that make sure your document is sent to you wherever you are in the world. The last thing I want to advise you, and this is very, very important, okay, and this is number 7, follow the brand online. Follow them online. Subscribe to their newsletter. Follow them on Facebook, on WhatsApp. You know, follow the brand online. It's key that you follow the brand online. And I think that's very, very important. Why am I seeing 400, 600, 300 on the wall? But it's distract my video. For live, they will be seeing it. Eh? But couldn't you have done that before we started the video? You come back. Okay, that's fine. So, you see why I don't want to be using professional camera. My phone, I'm good with my phone. Okay? Me and my phone, we're just good. You know, so, Mike Mustafa said, me, I no fear. Me, I no fear. Yes, you won't be afraid anymore. How many of you are no longer afraid? With these things I've shared with you, how many of you are no longer afraid to buy land virtually? If you are no longer afraid, type, I'm no longer afraid, I'm no longer afraid. Come on, everybody. You see, knowledge is power. There's that, you know, I see a lot of people always fearful. Even general fear of health is ignorance. This fear of, I may die of cancer, is ignorance. Do you know, I know somebody who had cancer and he spent $1 million to do research. The man is still alive today. In fact, he's no longer afraid of cancer. He's even a pastor. $1 million to do research about that his particular type of cancer. The man is still alive. He's still a cancer survivor. Les Brown has been a cancer survivor, prostate cancer survivor for the last 25 years. You see, knowledge is power. You are a victim of your ignorance. The reason you are afraid, if you are afraid, is because you are ignorant. You do not have information about what you need to know that can, you know, give you that confidence. Say, if I get this thing sorted, I'm good. So number 7, follow up the brand. Follow up the brand on social media. Subscribe to their newsletter. Tell them you are willing to be hearing from them from time to time. Check out the new estate they are getting. Get to know what is going on about that company you bought property from. Follow them up online. Follow them up online. It's very important that some of you will buy property, you are not following the progress of the company. You don't even know what's going on with the company. You just disappear. Follow up the brand back to back. Know where they are. Know what they are doing. Comment when they post on social media. Say good things about them when you think they've done well. Let me say this. Because once you buy property from a company, you are tied with that company almost for life. So their success is your success. I see some people buy property from a company and they wish them evil and begin to say rubbish. Their failure is your failure. You don't get it. Because what we don't even know is that by law, and this is global law, a company can go on bankruptcy And there's nothing the judge can do than to say, when if they have money, they should pay you. If they don't have money, your money is gone. I just told you, me and my partner lost $12,000 in the US to an investor, USA. We ourselves refused to take him to court because we know what will happen if we take him to the US court. Right? He has explained what happened, that he was this. We should give him time. It's over a year now. He has not refunded the money. So when you don't understand the right thing, the success of the company you bought property from is your own success. So you wish them well, say good things about them, follow them up, know what they're doing, be their cheerleader, because if you are able to promote their brand and they can sell more, the company can deliver. Thank you for staying true. All right, God bless you. Welcome back. Apologies for the network issue, but we're good. So number 8, this is a bonus point. The best time to get a good deal from any real estate company is when they are launching the estate. That's the best time to get a good deal. And I tell you the reason why. Because they still have a lot of things they need to do with money. A whole lot of things they need to do with money. Right? They still need to develop the place. They need to. So they are willing to sell it to you almost at the price they are buying to. Because they need liquid. And that's the best time to get a good deal. Now you need to know doing that is a risk. Right? It's a risk. But it's the best way to get the best deal. Let me give you some example. When we launched our Jasper Estate Abuja, we're selling as low as 4 million, 5 million. Those who bought, who took that risk that day, and it was just 24 hours we sold it at that price. Those who bought it that day, they got offers. Today now, for example, we're doing pre-launch offer for Beryl 2, phase 2 of our Beryl estate. Right? We've given 50% discount. Now, some people will be thinking that offer will wait till forever. No, it's a one-time thing. You lose it, it's gone. It's gone. You may never get it again. So it's that beginning. So try to work with companies that have built reputation over time and be watching when they have a new offer they are doing. As soon as they have that good offer, key into it. Okay? That's why you always learn to save money. And your money should be saved for investment so that the opportunity comes, bam. What you call luck is opportunity meeting preparation. So those who bought that Jasper estate now, Jasper is going for 8 million now. So they've immediately made 50% profit in less than a month. Why? Because the day was launched when we need liquid, and by now, if you go to Jasper Abuja, you see what we use with that money. We've plastered everywhere. We're about starting to paint it. We've cleared the grass. We've done everything. That's what we use the money for. So, and once we have plastered the place, the value of that land has gone up. So those who are now coming when we are plastered, we have to pay more. Okay, they have to pay more because that means infrastructure has developed in that place. So these are some of the strategies to get good deals. So I know you want cheap land. The way to get a cheap land is to buy credible company estates immediately they are launching. We've done this in Dubai. I remember a property I was marketing in Dubai. They were launching that 5-bedroom duplex, 5-bedroom villa. They call it villa in Dubai. 5-bedroom villa in Dubai. They were launching it for $4 million. You will not believe in less than a year I went back to market that place. It was already $6 million. What does that mean? Those who bought it I was told that when they started it was actually $2.5 million. So it's those who quickly bought it when it was 2.5. And you know the reason why? When they started selling for $2.5 million, there was no single house available that time. It was just the land, and they were promising that they were going to build. By the time it was $4 million that I saw it, they were already sampled. There were 5 samples that they've complete building. As at the time they are now selling for $6 million, almost everything is built. So that's the concept. Right now, Jasper, Lagos, we're already building houses there. We are selling 17 million, you can buy one. Some people are still saying, should they buy? Should they not buy? You can still buy 2 million, 2-bedroom, 35 million. Should I buy? Should I not buy? Guess what happened? Wait. Very soon you will see 2-bedrooms sold for 60 million. Amen, for example, is a company, when they start selling Amen, way cheaper. If you don't have $1 million, you can't buy any house in Amen Estate Phase 1. So, because the more the place appreciates in value, the more money you will need to pay. So it's those of you who join later that will have to pay. That's why learning how to be able to buy property virtually is a good thing. Because if you have learned things to know to guarantee that you can buy it virtually, you can go ahead and buy it even before you come to Nigeria. And you not have lost that good deal in the name of because you are not in Nigeria, in the name of because you are not there to see it, you are not sure, you are not, you are afraid. You are afraid. Now you have to pay times 2 of the value of that land because you didn't buy on time. And they can't change it because they spend money on the land. When we launched Berry Phase 1, we were selling for 1.5 million because the entire place was bush. It was bush we were showing everybody. But we told them we'll soon clear this thing. We'll soon do fence. Today now you go to Berry 1, the fence is completely done, virtually completely done. At least the front part of the fence. So of course the value went up to 9 million because the money for fence and all those work with some part of it, you have to pay now. It's the new person who paid late that will have to pay us for that money because we're in business and we have to make money. That's the essence of business. That's why we can give returns to those who invested in us. Because when we do some of these things, some people even contribute money to give us money to buy those land. They bring their money together and we have to give those people their money back and interest. So we have to make sure this thing work well. Okay? How many of you have learned something? If you have learned something, type I learned. Chioma says, I'm glad my husband partook. Yeah. Because this thing, you don't know how this you don't know what I have done this morning in terms of families, challenges that has been resolved by what I've just done today. Okay? Issues, complex issues. And by the way, let me just do a recap. Number 1, 7 ways to buy land virtually. Number 1, research the owners of the land, of the company that is selling the land to you. If you didn't get anything today, if you only do this number 1, you are almost 90% good that you will not be scammed. Just research with the owner and be sure these are people who have reputation. These are people who have name to protect. These are people who have brand to protect. I tell people, I say, with all due respect, the 20 million, 30 million you are using to buy land from GTEX Homes, my name is bigger than that. With all sense of humility, I have a name bigger than the money you are paying to buy property in this company. I have a name bigger than that. Right? I'm better off losing money and keeping my name. Right? I'm better off. So when you do research and know the caliber of people that are behind the company you are buying, and know that they have integrity, they have name. I remember the other day I hosted Joke Silva. By the way, the show will soon be out. Investment Chat in a Rolls Royce. Joke Silva said this story I will never forget. Said we did a movie and it was a big loss because pirates pirated the movie and they couldn't make money. I said people invested, they gave them money. She said she remembered how her husband had to sell one of their properties and use that money to pay back all the investors. It took them a while to pay back the investors, but they had to pay back. Because Olu Jacob said, I have a name, Joke, that I have to protect. And even though it's a company loss, but because our name is behind this company, we have to do everything to refund all investors. And at least give them back their capital, even if it can't give them profit. So this is one of the best way to guarantee that even if you close your eyes and buy land, you are protected when you are sure that the owners are known and they are reputable people in the society. Number 2, okay, you can get the coordinates of for most of our land has coordinate now. Beryl is on Google Business. Jasper is on Google Business. You just go on Google and type Jasper. You see the coordinate. With that coordinate, Google Map will take you to the land. You don't need, most of our estates, you do not need anybody to take you there. You don't need staff to take you on inspection. On your own, you can go there. Just use Google Map. Except for the new estates we are just launching. It takes a couple of weeks for the Google Map to be launched. Okay, so you can ask for coordinates, particularly the ones that are not new estates. I need coordinates of this estate. I want to check on Google Map. Google Map will show you whether the land exists or not. Number 3 is understand documentations, different types of documents, and the particular one that the land you are buying has. You must know that. You must have that. Number 4, okay, make sure you watch the video of the land you are buying. Let them send you video. You are not in Nigeria, but let them send you the video of the land. I want to see the video, except if they are just launching it and they've not yet done video. But if it's already an existing estate, give me the video. Let me see what I'm buying. Okay? And go for Facebook Live. Facebook Live is better because they can manipulate video. But if they are doing it Facebook Live, we are on the land, this is the social estate, you know they can't, it's live. They can't manipulate the video there. Not Facebook Premiere, Facebook live show. Premiere is, they've done it before, they are now repeating it. Okay, let me see what other point I mentioned. The other point I mentioned, make sure that your full document is sent to you via courier to wherever you are in the world, whether DHL, UPS, any courier. Okay, number 5, number 6 now, participate in the allocation. Okay, make sure you are part of the allocation where they then allocate your own plot to you. You can join via Zoom. They do Zoom allocation. We do Zoom allocation. Companies that are not doing it, that's their own business. But these are ways to be able to buy land virtually. We have 90% of our customers are in diaspora. So we've built a reputation. Most of our customers have never seen our land before. They just trust the brand. They know our name. They know several great people who identify with us. Top celebrities who have a name to protect, who have identified with the company's name. So most of our clients don't ask us questions before they buy. They just transfer money, right? And it didn't start overnight. So this is our 5th year in the real estate sector and our 12th year as a company. Over time, people have seen us, never disappointing, fulfilling what we promised them. And they've just gotten to that point to say, you know what, if it's GTEX, close your eyes. Okay, if it's GTEX, close your eyes. They will not swindle you. So, and that has helped us a lot. Number 7, follow the brand. Keep in touch with the brand on social media. Attend their seminars, attend their event, promote the brand, right? Subscribe to their newsletter. Tell people about the brand. Their success is your success. All this one that you buy property from a company because of 1 or 2 customer care issues, you start raining courses on them. If they fail, your money is gone. So it's in your best interest that that company succeed. So pray for them. Say good things to them. Encourage them. Call them time to time and say, I want to appreciate what you guys are doing. You're a good company. It's important because their success is your success. You are already entangled. Like the new slang now. You're already in an entanglement with a company that you buy property from. So wish them well. Say good things about them. Compliment. Encourage other people to do business with them because, like I said, real estate business is all about liquid. Once a company has liquid, they will deliver. And they have integrity and they have people with good names to deliver. But when they are not doing well, you can't do well too. They will struggle to fulfill their promises to you. Okay, let me take a few questions. Thank you for watching. Come on, I thought some of you appreciate me now. But it takes a lot from me to come and do all these trainings. Though. And they say Africans don't appreciate people. Africans don't appreciate good people until they die. That's when Africans will not say, Uma Sheo. And she was a good person. I have vowed whatever I need to do for my father, I'm doing it while he's alive. Okay? Not when he's dead. Chris is saying that we should tell you guys the estates we have. Well, there's a video advert. We're going to play that. It will tell you a lot about our estates. Ayaba says, I'm proud to be one of GTEX Homes Realtor. Wow, good to know. Thank you for that. I'm interested. We're not discussing telecoms here. We're discussing GTEX property. So, will the GCP be online? No, you have to be a member to watch GCP training via Zoom. You have to be a member of GCP. Let me see. Questions.
Somebody asked that if you buy a land in a session and you pay and you've done the whole internship and government takes it back, what happens to the customers? I've asked that question.
Well, basically, in many cases, if a land is under acquisition and government takes it, you know there's no compensation. So what I always say is that, I mean, we're Nigeria and there's always political route to getting your land, because you know that this argument of acquisition is not legit. So what I always advise people, if you want to take the risk of buying a land that is under acquisition, make sure that no road passes that land. Like, we have some estates that are under government acquisition. What we've done is that we have checked and we have seen that there is no road passing where the land is. We also left some setback in case they are expanding their roads, right? But you see, this gazette and excision thing, sometimes it gets political, in the sense that the original families who own the property may need to go and protest in Alausa and shout on the people and tell the governor, if you don't give us document, they won't give it. That's one. Two, also, when the place is already a developed community, like we have Beryl phase 1 now, it's under excision and people bought it and we told them it's under excision. Just that phase 2 is as an approved gazette. But why people bought it is that there are a lot of people already living there and it's a massive community, right? So it will be a major PR nightmare for government. Government knows that one. So it's not even possible. So at some point there will be a solution. So if you are taking that risk, it might not be a foolish risk after all, because it's a calculated one. Okay, so let me see more questions. Taufik says your organization is doing well. Thank you, Taufik. Yes, go ahead.
Uzoma says, what about companies that use celebrities as ambassadors? Is it isn't that they are genuine?
Okay, Uzoma says companies that use celebrities as ambassador, is it a proof that they are genuine? First of all, for you to use a celebrity, you must have money. So, so number one, it proves that the company is very buoyant. And if they are buoyant, they shouldn't have a reason to be genuine. See, this whole not being genuine is usually a function of, you know, you don't have the money to execute what you promise you are going to do. Honestly, that's the whole idea of not being genuine. Because the headache you face not being legit when it comes to property business, particularly if you're a registered company, is worse. So it's better you just deliver, right? But it's not totally true, because you also need to check the character of those celebrities. There's some celebrities that just anywhere belle face. They don't have integrity. They are ready, as long as company pay them money, they are ready to represent them. So there are certain qualities of celebrities you see that you then know that to a level that celebrity will have done research. Like our latest celebrity is William Chamber. You know, check his antecedent. It doesn't just market for any other company, right? So a celebrity determine whether you can judge the authenticity of a company. But there are certain celebrities that their personality, you know, that it wasn't just about money. Okay, they were not going to identify with a company that doesn't have some degree of credibility. By the way, please know, there is no way a company will exist and will not have problem. Please, you need to know this, because Nigerians in diaspora always equate challenges to meaning you are not legit. You can't run a company for 20 years and you don't have crisis. It's not possible now. I may not say this, there is a telecom company in Nigeria now. It has a serious crisis, serious financial crisis. The investors pull out, they are in trouble. It doesn't change that they are not legit. Okay, because this is a live show, I may not want to mention their name, but you know them. One of you know them. They just recently changed name. That doesn't mean that company is not legit. So that a company has a challenge does not mean they are not. Legitimacy is about, do they genuinely want to deliver? Do they have plans to deliver? Are they working hard to deliver on what they promised you? That's what we're talking about here. Remember somebody sharing the story of how they went for inspection of an estate. It's not a company. And they saw Monile protesting, blah, blah, blah. And you know, and that maybe they are not genuine. I laughed. I told the person, I said, yes, this is our estate that you are in. The person was in my estate when he was telling me that. I said, when we first acquired this land, every day, the Omonile of that place kept showing up. Old people, they will come. They were dropping all manner of rituals. Right? Does it mean that the land was not genuine? It was genuine. The land, we bought it from the king of that town. But they were telling him they needed him to give them some money out of the money he collected from us. and he was telling them to hold on, and they were having their internal wrangling, but they came to exhibit it on our own land when we have paid. So does that now mean we are not legit? Right? But today now, obviously, the issue has been resolved. You know, the king eventually called them, gave them some money, they stopped disturbing. So these are things that normally okay, and you know, resolve. In fact, he was there on that day. In fact, at some point, you know, just after giving them what they want, they started shouting, if anybody come and disturb you on this land, we'll kill the person. That's what those people said. So there's a whole lot around what we do, and that's why with, you know, a lot of time when you see me say to you, don't buy land from Omonile, it's to your advantage, because there's so much of behind the scene that you don't see. So owning a land has nothing to do with just that you have truly paid for the land and you genuinely bought from the real owners. There are several other behind the scene that you don't know, right? There are people who will come and they can put you under pressure. So that's how it works. Check your sound. Sunday is asking, well done, sir. Always looking forward to add value to your subscribers. We appreciate you. You're welcome, Mr. Sunday. Right, thank you for the other day also. You were part of the Abuja property Bubuaha. Sonny Osita says, if you did a deed of assignment carries indemnity clause, then the company will relocate you or compensate you. Well, I really feel that whether there's indemnity clause or not, any company that has integrity should be able to willingly find a way, if such issue happen, to compensate those that subscribe to them. It's just about integrity, right? It's just about integrity. So you find a way. You should be able to locate them to another place. Even if that place is higher, tell them to pay a token on top and move them there. That's part of integrity, you know. So it shouldn't be about, you can sign an agreement and people still don't obey the agreement, right? It's about, that's why I told you, number one point is the most important of everything I told you. The people behind the company and their track record and their integrity level, right? It's key. Uzoma says you are right about company having problems at the point. Even Samsung had issues with their own phones. Toyota had issues with their times with their cars. Even Boeing is currently having issues. My brother, God bless you. And I think Africans have this mindset that once a company has a challenge, it's a scam. And I feel that is where we need to begin to correct things, right? And we even do it to a point of assassinating people's character on social media, right? And we don't know. I've shared this story before. If you, and I mean this, so I have the right to, it's a criminal offense if you assassinate my character on social media. Meanwhile, it's a civil offense if me and you do business and it didn't turn out well. And people don't know the truth. What's the difference? In the case of a civil offense, it's compensation that needs to be done. The court will say, give the person the money back, do this, do that. That's what happens. In a criminal offense, you can go to jail for it. Nigerians need to know this. All this because social media looks, and this is why you see, I don't support this social media bill, because I feel government will also use it to then oppress their opposition. But sometimes people think social media is a license to go and say rubbish about anybody. You will sleep in cell. People don't know this. They don't really know. Honestly, because there's a dimension to your talk on social media that can become character assassination, that can become defamation of a personality, and it's a criminal offense that you can actually be locked up for it. You can literally have some jail time if somebody is serious about dealing with you. Okay? So, guys, these things are very important. Check your audio. These things are on your network. These things are very, very important. Always understand the dimensions to issues. Okay? Civil, criminal. Civil, criminal. So that a company has a challenge does not mean they are fake. Boeing car, you saw what happened with Boeing. You know how many people died from Boeing mistake in their aircraft? You know how many people died? Has anybody gone and said Boeing is fraud, is scam? Right? Some Toyota cars had to be recalled. Some Samsung phones had to be recalled. Do you not say that Samsung is fake? So businesses have issues, and there's no way you can survive. I remember one day somebody was sharing on social media, said, Mr. Steven, I'm going to tell them, I think it was Kole Olotu, anybody that has had challenge with GTEx in the last 12 years, come and write it now. And then at the end of the day, nobody showed up, nobody said anything. So he said, wow, it has never happened to me before in my 30-something years of broadcasting that a company will have existed for 12 years. I had to tell him, I said, sir, do not be too excited. There's no way there's no way we'll have existed for 12 years and everybody will have been happy with us. It's not possible. You know, maybe those who were not happy decided to let it go, or they were not on the show. But he said something. He said, obviously you have worked hard to make sure, okay, to make sure you had, and those people knew that as a company you keep doing your best to deliver to your customer. I said, okay, maybe that one. You know, but that you won't have problem and you have existed for a long time, that's not possible. It'll be one issue or the other. Okay? So thank you everybody for joining. I appreciate you. I want you to let me know, did you enjoy today's show? Okay, talk to me. Did you enjoy today's show? No more questions, so we're going to wrap up now. Did you enjoy today's show? If you enjoyed, type I enjoyed it. Come on guys, talk to me. If you enjoyed today's show, type I enjoyed it. You can tell me thank you. You can tell me I love you. But I love you. That's why I'm taking time out to add value to you. Love you all. Thank you for watching. We're going to show you virtually all our estates. And you're going to be able to see them. And you can choose which one you are interested in. I'm the embassy of this company, so I approve this message. I love you all, and God bless you. Have a wonderful day.
People are already calling and people are buying already. Did you know that the remaining land in Lagos, hey Jesus, people will not stop calling. Welcome to Sapphire Estate, Ikorodu. It is said that you buy land and wait, or you wait and buy land, or there is wait and there is a buy land. So you better buy, but do not wait till after the promo, because the promo will not wait for you.
Sapphire Estate is sold for 4.5 million per plot. You can buy now for a 50% discount at the rate of 2.5 million naira.
So what do you want? What else are you looking for? This is the best land to buy. Invest in Sapphire Estate, brought to you by GTEx Homes.
GTEx Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
My name is Steven Akita. I'm the MD CEO of GTEx Homes. We are live here at Sapphire Estate in Ikorodu. This is unique because it's an agric Owutu Ishawo and it's inside Butterfly Estate. So it's an estate inside an estate. It's amazing. You can see we are doing sand filling. Work is going on here every day. We are working hard day and night to make sure that this place is developing. One unique thing about this particular estate is that people live here, right? So it's a place you buy, you can start building. In fact, one of the customers who just paid came here a day before he paid, and he said to me, can I start building my house immediately? I said, why not? Once you've paid, go start building. So this is wonderful because we are making housing affordable. And the good news is in our 12th year anniversary, we've never done it, but we're doing it this time around. 50% discount promo. You are looking at 35 minutes without traffic to the international airport. You are looking at the jetty, 15 minutes to Victoria Island by water. And you know now there's a Uber boat. So people living here can even have their offices in Victoria Island.
and it's amazing. Now, beautiful environment where people live peaceful. We also have the Ishawo Road that has been dualized, which takes you 25 minutes to Berger in Lagos. So this is a good place. I also have the Epe Road, Epe axis. You could come to Ikorodu from Epe. Ikorodu is just unique, and it's a good investment to make. Don't forget, we have just 9 slots left. We are making 20 landlords have access to this with just 20%. You can see what going on. Like I said, you can see more tippers bringing sand, and more is going on by the day. So there's a lot of work going on. I cannot wait to have you become a landlord here. Invest today so that you can smile later. Remember, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and you wait.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
If you sit and wait, time will pass you by. Trends and research has shown that there is an acute need of accommodation in Lagos. And this acute need has started moving into neighboring towns, and Otta is not left out. That is why GTEX Homes has brought White House, the very fantastic residential and investment estate. For investment purposes, you get a fantastic ROI. And for residential purposes, it is a masterpiece. This estate is 25 minutes away from Canaan Land and 27 minutes away from Bells University. And there is Green Golf Resort 2 minutes away. Industrialization is all over the way when you're coming here. Development is everywhere around here. White House is 2 million naira outright, but right now we're giving a 50% discount promo, and it's going for 1 million naira outright and 1.5 million naira installmentally, and you pay 500,000 initial deposits. Lock onto this fantastic 50% discount promo by calling the numbers running on your screen. And you do not wait to buy land. You buy land and wait. Invest now. Invest today. The best time to invest is today.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
GTEX Homes,
a subsidiary of GTEX Global, brought to you by Stephen Akintayo,
and is bringing you
Jasper Estate. It is located along the urban area of Ibeju, Lekki, Lagos, Nigeria.
This is just luxury at the tip of your fingers, with just 12 minutes drive from the Blackapine Tropicana.
It's 15 minutes from Dangote Refinery.
And it's 5 minutes to Lekki Town.
2 minutes from Stone Beach Resort.
It is just adjacent to the Dangote Jetty.
And if you're one that likes to travel down memory lane and be in tune with the relics, Awolowo Museum is 5 minutes away. Jasper Estate comes with a title gazette. It is barely 11 minutes from Lekki Deep Sea Port.
So what are you waiting for? Pick up that phone, dial that number, send that WhatsApp message to the number on your screen and secure your slot today.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
Jasper Estate is a beautiful place, and I've known Stephen Akintayo for quite a while now. He's one person that I've seen that whatever he touches eventually turns into gold.
My name is Olayinka Arase. Well, I'm happy for GTEX Homes for the launching of their first estate in Abuja. I can say that the location is prime, and this is because of its proximity to the airport. Considering the size, I could imagine that the plots are limited. So I would say that for anyone interested in buying, this is actually the time to do so.
It's really a good place. There are some estates around, and I can tell that in no time this place would really develop, that people will be trooping in massively.
I'm here live on the Jasper Estate. As you can see, everywhere is booming because of the allocation today, and I can say seeing is believing.
You're all welcome to the opening and allocation of land for Jasper Estate Abuja. This is the very first estate of GTEX Homes in Abuja, and this is the first of many that is going to be coming.
My name is Stephen Akita. I'm the MDC of GTEX Homes. Welcome to Jasper Estate, Abuja. Green, smart home that we're creating here. And we're selling both land and building here at Jasper Estate, Abuja. We encourage you to invest. It's a fantastic place. Remember, you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Remember, we're not just selling properties, we're building the future here at GTEX Homes. We love you. Come invest. Bye-bye.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
So guys, come let me go and show you this place. You will love it. So gentlemen, this is the Prime Rose Estate at Itamaru in Ibejuleki. Courtesy GTEX Home. You are at the right place for such investment. Your life will refuse to remain the same. I know you are the owner of the life. So that's it.
No need to talk too much, my brother.
Yes.
No need to talk. I will tear check for you. I will tear check for you.
Share it. I will check it.
This is Itamaru. Prime Rose Farming Estate.
Exactly.
Itamaru bus stop.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm doing transfer.
Mama, God bless you. So what are you waiting for, ladies and gentlemen? It don't happen. You don't make them. At Prime Rose Estate, Itamaru in Bejuleki, you can also be part of this great investment. Courtesy GTEX Home giving you this at Prime Rose Estate. Don't miss this opportunity. If you move, I promise you, I will move.
Invest now with a legit real estate firm like GTEX Homes, and don't forget to take advantage of this amazing opportunity of a 50% discount today. Contact 0818-111-999 or 080-930-75999 to secure your slot today.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.
GTEX Home, you want to buy. GTEX Home, you want to buy. Tested and trusted our property. Very estate there for Abuja. In fact, GTEX Homes have property all over the world, especially in Nigeria. I'm sitting here all because of GTEX Homes. I like Abbas Akonde, obviously the Paramount King of Music. Today, I become the ambassador of GTEX Homes property. Oh yeah, this is an opportunity for you to be a landlord. I'm recommending GTEX Home for you as a very reliable company, responsible company that has image to protect. So don't just go far. GTEX Home is just by our side.
Welcome to GTEX Homes Consultant Program. It's an avenue to make money with ease. Do you know you can make millions in commission by making direct sales in real estate? Or making money simply by taking advantage of our perfect multi-level marketing system? Now the question you'll be asking is, how does it work? Our multi-level marketing system allows you to make 10% commission on each direct sale, 3% commission made by someone's referral, that is, your downline, and 2% commission on sales made by your downline's downline. Remember, the more people you refer, the more you earn. How do you register? Go to portal.gtexhomes.com on your browser and sign up. Register by filling up the required information and click Submit. Check your email for your login information and referral link. Send as many people as possible, because the more you send, the more you win. For inquiries, call 081-88-111-999 or 080-930-75999, or send us an email, info@gtexhomes.com, or visit our website www.gtexhomes.com.
GTEX Homes. We don't just sell properties. We help you secure the future.